Alright, chat. I've been seeing Drake in the headlines as of lately. I think I seen something about lawsuits or something like that. I think like suing Kendrick or something like, and I think he did it maybe multiple times. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just now tuning in. So let's see what's going on with Drizzy, Drake, Graham.
Antics might be his most bold, but also his most insecure move of the entire year. It has been months since I last updated you guys on Drake, and back in the summer he was trying to make it seem like he was unbothered at every turn. Going bowling under the name 69 God, trying to show the world he wasn't a deadbeat father, and
69 God? What the fuck?
And of course striking the duck lips.
Yo, Drake need to get the fade back, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, man. When Drake had the fade, man, that's when he made the best music. That's when the music was crisp. We talking like 2018 Drake, 2018, 2019 Drake.
Pose.
I don't know about all this
braids
time
and time. World he wasn't a deadbeat father, and of course
the hair bows and the fingernail painting. Man, Chad, I don't know about all this. Like, what y'all think? Y'all think Drake need to do the big chop like I did?
Striking the duck
and get back to his roots
time and time again.
But I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna come to a point in life where people you thought were friends or people you thought were close to you, they might switch up, they might try to move funny with you, they might stab you in the back, they might do a lot of things to you. Sometimes it's you alone with your thoughts, sometimes you know what, it's all right.
But now it looks like he might be, quite possibly, the most bothered man on the entire planet. For those
what
of you
was
that
he even saying? What was he talking about?
Hadn't heard, Drake is now handing out lawsuits in regards
this
to
is
the
what
Not
I heard,
Like Us diss record released against him by Kendrick Lamar earlier this year. And he's not even suing because he was being called a PDF. He's suing because he claims that the record label UMG artificially inflated the number of streams on this record using modern day payola and streaming bots.
What? What the fuck? This nigga suing because the record used bots? Chat, what the fuck? Does that even uphold in court? Can you sue somebody for that? Is it illegal to use bots? And how the fuck do Drake know that?
Moments LLC, which is exclusively owned by Drake, is now asking for a civil RICO to be levied against streaming service Spotify and recording label UMG Recordings. Drake says they conspired to knock him off the top of the mountain due to disagreements about their partnership that he and UMG have maintained for years, and that they used Kendrick and his song Not Like Us as a vehicle to essentially do just that.
Chat, man.
In the lawsuit.
This music industry, it's so much shit going on behind the scenes that we the fans we will never know about. I mean, for years we've been talking about how there's a switch that some men, I guess men in black suits control, and if you piss them off, they cut the switch off and on and shit like that, that these artists ain't really talented. It's these men in black behind the scenes that's controlling everything. Chat, do we take what they saying to be the truth, or do we continue to disregard it? Is my thing, because I'm a big fan of if everybody's saying something, regardless on if 100% of it is true, some part of it is true. It might not be the whole truth, but a part of it is true. And that's what I'm thinking is going on. I'm thinking it gotta be some validity to these men in black behind the scenes.
Drake's team points out that Spotify is the biggest music streaming platform on earth, and they immediately paint the ties between them and UMG, noting their ongoing licensing agreements that they've had in place since 2020, and also that Spotify brought UMG at least 19% of their overall revenue in 2023. Basically, he's saying that these two have a close and very important partnership. In 2024, UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices to break through the noise on Spotify and likely other music platforms. It instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with a song, Not Like Us, in order to make that song go viral, including by using bots and pay-to-play agreements. On information and belief,
no way that's really how that shit look. They got a bunch of cell phones playing the same song. Like factories, nigga, they got factories of thousands of cell phones playing the song repeatedly.
UMG charged Spotify licensing rates 30% lower than its usual licensing rates for Not Like Us, in exchange for Spotify affirmatively recommending the song to users who are searching for other unrelated songs and artists. Neither UMG nor Spotify disclosed that Spotify had received compensation of any kind in exchange for recommending the song. So Drake is basically claiming that UMG approached Spotify with this offer to make more money off of a hit record than they normally would, or at least to keep a larger percentage of the pie.
Do you mind if I take a little sliver?
But why is Drake suing though? Why didn't he just put it in the music? I would have preferred Drake to just put it on the album than to bring up this lawsuit, because like he said, this lawsuit just kind of make you look a little sensitive. I'm just talking about pure perception here. I mean, I'm pretty sure Drake got his reasonings, but I'm just talking about our perception. Like that's what it looked like. Us, the fans, we want to hear the music. At the end of the day, we don't give a damn about no lawsuit. Fuck it. If Kendrick botting, let him be botting, but tell us in the music, in a hard ass fucking song.
Go.
See, I'm a fan of let the music speak for itself. Let the music speak for itself. Don't do a lot of sideline talking, a lot of chit chat, a lot of coercion. Just let the music speak for itself.
And in return, all they had to do was use their platform strategically to run the numbers up by boosting the algorithm for the song in an inorganic way. Drake also claims that UMG directly or through Interscope also conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use quote-unquote bots to artificially inflate and spread Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. One individual unknown to Petitioner revealed publicly on a popular podcast that Mr. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth's label, i.e. Interscope, paid him via third parties to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the first days of the release of Not Like Us.
So he's not suing Kendrick, he's suing the, what's that, UMG, Universal Music Group? He's suing the label.
With the goal of jumpstarting the song's spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. The whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of $2,500 via the digital payments platform Zelle, which is owned by a number of banks, and that he was promised another $2,500 and a percentage of the song's total sales for this initial push. And the popular podcast that they're talking about is actually DJ Academic's live show that he does. I talked about this apparent whistleblower in one of my last videos about Drake, and the guy didn't really seem to have a lot of merit to his claims.
So somebody reaches out to you for 30 million streams, what'd you tell them? How much money?
So I was promised payments after, but up front I was promised 5K. They sent me 2.5K, and then I was also promised after the song performed, I was also gonna receive, a little percentage of the song, so points on.
Oh shit, Chad, this is true. This is what it sounded like. Sounded like this true that like this nigga really used bots. What does that mean for Kendrick though? And I'm not here to talk about. I listen to Drake more than I listen to Kendrick, but I will not discredit Kendrick's music. And I'm not even really gonna give my personal opinion on his music because it's probably be a little biased. But given the facts that are on the table, what does this mean for Kendrick Lamar? 30 million? That's a lot of fucking streams. 30 million streams?
On the song. They also, the reason they did it is because they also needed that song to win.
It's just hilarious to me that even in the lawsuit itself, they won't mention DJ Academics by name. You know, Drake is fine using DJ Academics to push all this various propaganda on Twitter and YouTube and during his live streams. But then when it comes to giving out an interview or showing love, he's never doing it for Academics. He's always doing it for people like Aiden Ross. Recently, he went on XQC.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Like, At be really vouching for Drake. At huge Drake fan. Drake has never sat down with Academics.
And it's just funny that Academics is his most loyal lapdog, but he literally gets treated like a redheaded stepchild.
He's treating you
Damn.
like he's treating you like how when a thoughts in a DM.
Stop.
Yo, I ain't trying to link her tonight. Keep it in the book.
That don't make him a fuck nigga, bro. Like that.
Act does.
Damn, man, he don't even get no tickets to no shows. He don't even get no free
That
tickets.
does, cause when he needs you, he'll send you DMs. He'll play old buddy with you.
Damn,
But
Crody.
he really don't fuck with you. How you showing him mad love? He don't show you no love. You think Drake shows you love?
Drake showed me a lot of love.
How? What's he do
Why he said in that high pitch?
to show you love?
I got exclusive info. I'm
Act, that's not love.
I'm on the end
You're,
of
what,
push-ups.
what do you do with that exclusive info? You say it to the world, you gas it up 10 times more. He's using you as a free a billboard, free promo. Act, you're the biggest
He
media
said nah.
platform, man.
He said
What that got to do
nah.
with Drake?
I mean, the fact that this is mentioned in the footnotes of the filing is just hilarious. Even Academics had to admit at some point that this botting narrative on Spotify was nonsense, and he verified with someone at Spotify who he trusted that the streams were all legit.
I'll be honest.
Oh,
with you.
so it's
I talked to
no.
my man from Spotify.
I stand corrected, chat. This is bogus.
I won't say the name right
Sound
now.
like it's bogus.
But legit Spotify nigga, he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what that person on your stream was talking about. Them Kendrick streams is real."
Drake even takes this claim further to suggest that Apple even got in on the action. UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services on information and belief that UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. to have its voice-activated digital assistant Siri purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy by recording artist Aubrey Drake Graham, aka Drake, Siri instead played Not Like Us, which contains the
That's cap. Let's try it, chat. Let's try it. Hey Siri, play Not Like Us by Kendrick. No. What'd he say? What'd he say play? Oh, Certified Lover Boy. Hey Siri, play Certified Lover Boy by Drake. Chat, that's cap. That's cap. That is cap. That is super cap. Where the fuck is Drake getting these accusations from?
lyric certified an allegation against Drake. Now, I did find videos of this happening online.
Oh wait, he did it?
Certified Lover Boy on Spotify.
I see dead people. Introducing Prop Money Inc.'s new Real Aged. This isn't your typical prop money you've seen from us over the years.
That's crazy.
But honestly, I would chalk this up to an algorithm mistake. The term certified...
Hell nah. They must have patched it. This shit didn't work for me. Oh, do you gotta say on Spotify? Hold on, let me download Spotify. I don't have Spotify. I thought he said Apple Music though. I thought he said Apple Music. Yo, that's wild if this shit is true. Super wild. All right, here we go. Let me make sure I got my Spotify is all good. All right, yeah. Hey Siri, play Certified Lover Boy on Spotify. Yeah. Chat, that's cap. That's cap. I don't know. They might have patched it. That's cap.
Loverboy is said in Not Like Us, and so Siri took people to that song. You can do this right now with the Drake record. Like today I told Siri to play me Lean In Soda, and it pulled up his song Virginia Beach. And here is where Drake really starts to get into the trenches of being down bad, where he starts crying that Not Like Us was being played on the radio an unfair amount of times, and he even claims that UMG was putting Twitter pages on payroll to endorse the song and the video for Not Like Us. Specifically, he lists the Canadian dudes from the NFR podcast. As part of its deal with UMG, the NFR podcast published podcast episodes and other content publicly about the song.
Man, chat, I think Drake just need to get to the music. Listen, no, he don't gotta worry about none of this. He don't gotta worry about no Kendrick album. He don't gotta worry about Not Like Us. He don't gotta worry about future song that he dropped. He don't gotta worry about all the motherfuckers dissing him. If he make a banger album, all that shit will be null and void. If he make a banger album, Drake need to channel all this aggression, all this sensitivity towards the album. I'm expecting great things. I'm expecting big things from Drake in 2025. He need to channel all this. Fuck the antics. Fuck the propaganda. Fuck all the who's switching sides, the who's. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Focus on making a banger album and all that shit will be null and void. Prime example, chat. Look at Gunna. Gunna Wanna. The whole world, all the streets, everybody called this man a snitch. The DA or the judge, the prosecutor, whoever you want to say, whoever you want to blame, end up recording this man in court saying, yes, ma'am, and yes, ma'am. That footage leaks. Tarnish Gunna entire gangster image. The streets was in an uproar, calling this nigga snitch left and right. People did not fuck with Gunna until he dropped an album. Chat, until he dropped an album. When he dropped that Fuck You Mean, all of that snitching, all that you left you cop and plea, all that shit went out the window. Null and void. Null and void. Same with this situation. Drake, if you drop an album, all the shit that you whining about, crying about, tweeting about, suing about, it goes away. It goes away. Let's just get to the titties. I always talk about, let's get to the titties. Like, drop the album. I want to hear it.
Song, like they literally do for almost all major music releases, including all of Drake's. And in a sea change for UMG's internal policy, UMG removed the song's copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the song for the first time in UMG history, which further incentivized influencers to spread the song. This is also another lie, because people...
What is whitelisting? Oh, meaning you could react to it?
Ended up getting hit with copyright notices and takedowns left and right for the Not Like Us song and music video. And to me, even if all of this is true about paying off the Twitter pages and the podcast, it's like, okay, is a label that crazy for paying for promotion? Like, this is something that has happened since the dawn of entertainment. And then this lawsuit lists off the accomplishments and the accolades that this song has garnered, with its sheer numbers as it smashed a ton of Drake's previously held records. And this is where things get extra messy because Interscope gets directly involved. UMG's schemes to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us were motivated, at least in part, by the desire of executives at Interscope to maximize their profits. UMG executives have an annual incentive program pursuant to which they are rewarded for meeting and surpassing sales and profit projections, among other metrics. The incentives are largely based on the specific UMG division, rather than the performance of UMG more generally. For example, the annual incentive or bonus of Interscope CEO John Janik is based 90% on the financial success of Interscope and only 10% of the financial success of UMG generally. Thus, on information and belief that Mr. Janik and other executives at Interscope have been incentivized to maximize the...
Yo, they need to suppress some of this. Like, niggas fall asleep reading all this shit. This is too many details, chat. Let's just get what did he ever get to the second lawsuit?
Financial success of Interscope through the promotion of Not Like Us and its revitalizing impact on the artist's prior recording catalog. including his first 5 studio albums, which are owned by Interscope. Well, it's like, duh, if one of my big legacy act artists catches the hottest record of the year, of course we're gonna push it. And the thing is, it's not like Kendrick's other albums have not maintained their place on the chart.
Yeah, I don't think he gets into it, chat. Hey, man, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinion. If y'all want to go check out this video, here's the title. Let me smash that like button real quick. What else we got?
Got a house on the hill, I don't back out. Ain't showing no love, no, not in this season. I'm waiting to bring all my racks out. Now who keeping all of my niggas? Been waiting to shoot up the burner. Caught in my feels, I need some more sauce. She loving the pill, her body get warmer. Gotta let her ride on top.